Hi guys, so you can see that my chicken is already been cut, cleaned and seasoned. The chicken has been in the fridge overnight so that the ingredients can marinate and I can get the best taste out of the chicken. So to begin making our pilau rice, I am putting my Dutch pot on the stove, warming it up and making sure it gets nice and hot. I'm now adding some sunflower oil, just a little bit in the bottom, adding some white sugar. What I want the sugar to do is caramelize, so I'm going to wait for the sugar to turn nice and brown. As you can see there, it looks gorgeous. And then I'm going to add my chicken. So we're going to start by browning the chicken. Now we need to make sure the chicken is really nice and brown, so we're going to make sure we brown it thoroughly on both sides. Don't worry too much at this point if the chicken looks like it may be over brown, because when we get to adding the water at a later stage, the color will actually come down. So really let it brown. Give it a nice good time browning. Make sure the chicken's nice and brown and got a nice color to it. So as you can see, I have sped up the video in order for you to see the process and what's taking place, but you can see that it's getting nice and brown. And what I want, I'm looking for that really nice dark brown color. So we're just going to let it cook for a little while, maybe like 10 minutes or so. Just keep an eye on your pot because you don't want it to completely burn, but you do want it dark enough. You'll see in a while when I turn the chicken over. So as you can see now, it's nice and brown on one side. See, very dark. Got a nice color there, golden, dark brown. And now I am turning the chicken over to get the same color on the other side. Don't worry if parts are looking a little burnt. It's not burnt, it just looks like that now. By the time we add the water, that will all change, but just make sure that the chicken is really nice and brown. Get it as brown as possible, because when we add the water, the color does actually change. So you want to get that nice and brown. Oh, look at that chicken, doesn't it look lovely? Now we're thoroughly browning the other side. So while your chicken is browning, you want to take 2 cups of white rice and go over to the sink and wash it. You're going to see me show you that step in a while. But while that's browning, in the meantime, that's what you want to be preparing. So I've come back to my pot now and I'm just making sure that all the chicken is brown on both sides and I'm happy with the color before I move into the next step. But as you can see, that looks lovely and brown. So I am now adding boiled water. This water was from the kettle. All I done was threw it into the bowl that the chicken was seasoned in, and I have to take out the rest of the seasoning and I've added it to the Dutch pot. And yeah, as you can see already that the chicken color is changing, but it's still keeping its brownness. But you can see that some of the color has come off because the water has been added. So now we're just going to bring that to a boil, add half a cup of green lentils. That's the first stage. We want to make sure that those lentils cook nice and soft. So we're leaving the lentils in with the chicken, giving the pot a good old stir, and we're going to leave the lentils to cook. Now you can see this pot was coming to a bubble. I've now closed it, and like I said, here is the 2 cups of rice that I had prepared earlier. I've now washed off. Just keep checking your pot just to see if the peas are cooked and split. Get some of the peas out on a spoon, look at them, see if they're split. you'll see, because the peas will get soft and almost mushy, but you don't want to cook them down to they are mushy. You want to keep a little bit in there still. So as you can see, I'm taking one off and I'm using my fingers to squeeze it. For me, yep, it's soft enough. It looks good. The pot's nice and brown, and I am now ready to add my rice. Give that pot a good old stir. Make sure the rice is really stirred in. Add some more water if needs be, sufficient enough to cook rice as you normally would. And now I'm adding a vegetable stock just to give it that extra added flavour. Giving the pot a good old stir. Tasting my gravy. I want to just make sure that the gravy in the stew is to my tasting, and I needed to add a little bit more salt, so I done that. Just make sure that the vegetable stock boils out completely. Just keep checking the pot, and after about 20 minutes, you can see here the water's nice and dried out. The rice is lovely and shelly. I'm just tasting the rice now to make sure it's nice and soft, which it is. I'm happy with it. And now I am ready for the best part, serving it up. Look at how lovely that looks. The rice is lovely and shelly. It's got a lovely color to it. The chicken is nice and brown. It smells divine, and it is a really quick and easy, delicious, really filling, lovely meal. Let me know if you try it, guys. Enjoy.